Second map of our grand final, potentially the last map of the day, is here at the VR League Onward Invitational, brought to you by Intel. Bazaar Nightfire, this thing could be over really soon for all of us.
Yeah.
For Mob Squad coming second to Globochem. That's how it's looking, unless Bazaar is a place that Mob Squad can turn this thing around. But Globochem have picked this map.
Yeah.
And Mob Squad banned it against Globochem yesterday. So how has this got to this stage?
I don't know. I think they were so worried about Cargo and how well Globochem played on Cargo that they just had to ban it. They didn't have options. And so it just left up Bazaar available for Globochem to pick. I'm sure they are very happy to get this map. I know they have some plays.
Well, regardless of the history over this weekend of what we've seen between these two teams when they played in the winners bracket final yesterday, how do you feel about Globochem on Bazaar?
I think they're incredibly strong. I think the Pants Toast duo is really going to wreak some havoc on this Bazaar map. They're going to be very strong together.
I agree, and they're pumped up. They look like they mean business here. I mean, for me, watching them play in the last map, you could see it was starting to really click in. That chemistry was there. I think if we overlay that as an element with the fact of the tactics, everything else is falling into line. We're seeing this whole brand new sort of tactic book being broken out, and I think that could be huge here. I'm hoping that Mob do manage to put up a bit of resistance, because I don't want this final to be a walkover. But again, right now, Globochem are playing out of their skin.
It feels like a small injustice to Mob Squad.
A little bit.
If they get absolutely stomped on here, but it's also a compliment to Globochem and how prepared they are.
True.
And it seems that maybe they have prepared for this more than other teams have if they are turning up with strats that the other teams weren't expecting. That's how it's done, though.
Yeah, simultaneously, Mob Squad are bringing in Nolamite, I believe, for this round.
Nolamite is stepping up. Semper's going to step aside for Nolamite in this one, which we've seen work either way around earlier on today.
Yeah, it worked really well earlier on today. Nolamite was an absolute force to be reckoned with in that 5-0 match against SMC Tactical. So putting him on Bazaar, another tight map like Suburbia, he could really be devastating here as well.
And they were planning to do that from the beginning. This isn't a comment on Semper in that first map. They're not sort of going, Semper, get out of here. We need Nolamite to come in and body people. No, this was always going to happen for Bazaar. But I asked Nolamite, do you plan these things in advance? Is it on this map, these 5 of us are going to turn up? No, is the answer. So they are doing this thing as they feel it, but they are ready ahead of this final. They already knew, regardless of performance, I'm playing that one.
I find that curious. I think there's normally a reason you bring in a player, whether it be play style or it fits the map. I'm thinking that's it. I think you hit the nail on the head with the close quarter combat that he seems to thrive in. He seems a bit like, the dog off the chain, right? You let him off the leash and he just goes. He feels the game out and he can, play his own style. And you might need that here. If you're getting Globochem bringing a new brand or something you're not used to, that's just catching you out, you're not prepared for, you need firepower to stop it. You need to humble them down and get them to play their normal game. If they don't do that, if they run over you, you have no chance to stop them.
I'd be worried if I was Mob Squad now.
Yeah, they're feeling the pressure. I think those 2 5-0 games are way in the back of their head right now. It is not really going to play a factor in this upcoming round.
They would never happen, did they? On our Facebook vote with you at esl.gg/Mob versus Globo, you're a little bit more evenly split between these two.
There we go.
Okay.
Hard to split it. I think if you take previous context into account, understandable vote. But Globochem, that first map, hard to overlook that.
Yeah, it has happened in previous tournaments where we have 5-0s both ways. So maybe Mob Squad can come out here and pull something out of their bag of tricks themselves. But
we know they're capable.
They are.
I'm not sure they're capable of it over Globochem of an opposition. They're all playing on our stage, as you see, with our Oculus Rifts, and you can win an entire set, but you better be quick about it, particularly the way these maps are finishing at speed now. Very little time left before the end of the day for you to donate at least $5 in our draw at esl.im/donate. Go there and donate at least $5 to be entered into our draw to win an Oculus Rift with the sensors and the 2 touch controllers, all at esl.im/donate. And your donations from that and everything else we've been doing this weekend, thank you so much to everybody who has kindly donated. All of that money is going to go to Stack Up and their terrific work supporting Allied and US veterans through gaming.
Yeah, I saw on Twitter.
We all love, so we can all get on board with that, I'm sure. And 1-0 so far for Globochem, with a 2-0 feeling, I'm close to saying, inevitable.
Yeah, it's.
I know what you mean about either one of these teams can 5-0.
I'm leaning toward. I called it earlier.
Globochem are in a different level today.
I think for me, if it was going to go all three, I think Mob Squad had to have picked up that first map. I feel like that was theirs to win, and then you'd feel that Globo would then close out on this, and then we get to that third. And then I thought that could be anyone's game if both proved it. But here now, I don't know if that's the case anymore. I think Globochem have just kind of whitewashed a little bit of what Mob Squad were bringing in. They're probably, it's in their heads. If you get that sort of beating, mentally you're coming into the map that you know is their pick, that is not in your wheelhouse, it's not a strong suit for you. It can be very tough. It's already that uphill battle before you even began. And like, picking the psychology of this apart a little bit more, you couldn't have been in a better place coming into this final, having trounced SMC earlier on and really warmed up for this with, let's go, boys. We've got this thing. Look, oh my gosh, look what happened to us. And this is a team that you didn't beat yesterday, and you didn't beat in a previous best-of-5 final, and all the history has gone against you in it.
Yeah, it's...
You
had any doubts in your minds on the side of Mob Squad that you could do this thing? Coming into this hot and getting wiped 4-0 on that last map.
It hurts.
Yeah, that kills a lot of belief.
and it sounds like, this psychological stuff doesn't have as much impact, but it really can do. I mean, even just not having, the confidence to go for peaks that you normally would. Even just feeling like, I can't, how am I going to win this 1v1? In your head, you're already at a disadvantage, which you're really not, but they need that hard start. They need a good beginning to get themselves focused back into this. They need something to pump themselves up, an individual to go off, some catalyst here. Because otherwise, you're in a bit of a downpour. You're just feeling that pressure all the time, and Globochem are bringing that in droves. So again, Mob Squad need a little bit more of a push here.
Could be Nolomite. He could be that catalyst.
It could be.
Yeah, I think that's going to be key. I know he was sitting there watching that match, steaming that his team was losing 4-0. So he's going to come in there with a lot in inside of him, and maybe he can ignite his squad to kind of refocus and come into this game with a little bit their heads straight and clear.
Let's find out, because the second map is upon us. We go to it now. And we'll see whether Mob Squad can take this a little bit longer or whether Globochem have going to take that title, and they're going to take it real soon.
Thank you very much indeed, guys. That was a very interesting insight into that. And I think, Nolomite, as we were saying, could be that difference. That's going to be happening for Mob Squad to maybe try and bring this back. But, they came in really excited, and they did get quite beaten in that last round.
I love the description, dog off a chain, Nolomite. Let's see if he is that rabid animal.
Yeah, I'm going to have to see if he can really do what he needs to do. But, our players is getting ready now to kind of get into this final game. You can see them there on the floor. The countdown has begun. 7 seconds left, and then we'll be getting into this second map. It is Bazaar, and as we say, it was the pick of Globochem. So in 1 second, it's all going to go down. Be prepared, Mob Squad. Here we are. Bazaar. Early positioning. You can see the objective is in that northeastern section inside the building.
Look at this push from Globochem, a real heavy north push. They're in the apartments above the objective. Not an unusual play. I mean, it's kind of par for the course, but at the end of the day, they've got a spread of a 3-2 split covering that central road. And looking at Mob Squad's defensive lineup here, we've got a guard attack covering that road, watching for a push down it, also checking for a south flank. And the rest of Mob Squad seem to be central around the objective.
Yeah, I also find it interesting to see that early on we've seen Globochem go for that height advantage as well. They have they've got into the building, as he said, and they've immediately gone upstairs just to be able to see what they can see in that central courtyard.
Look at Otto's use of cover there. He took some fire, but he moves from cover to cover. There was no accident in that movement he just did there.
Yeah, that was very, very specific.
Yeah. And, but it gave away Arsenic's position. That means Pants is going to try and flank him now. Arsenic expecting a flank. Again, Arsenic is a real important player to Mob Squad.
Yeah, but you can see Otto moving as best he can, trying to avoid all of this.
Meanwhile, I mean, we've got the rest of Globochem. Oh, see, Arsenic's been taken down by Pants' flank.
Oh, wow. That was very, very good there from Pants.
Yeah.
Proving to be a very, very strong member here. He and Thunder Pilot being devastating for them over the course of the weekend with Toast as well. Just doing so
there are no weak members on that team.
Oh, absolutely not.
Every single one of them is a rock star. Okay, let's see this further flank from Pants. Now we see the original Mob Squad member who
there, gets Toast though on the way through.
Toasted.
Burnt Toast.
Yep.
Throws the grenade, but it falls to the ground there.
One's either in objective blue room or he's in Jeep blue.
Oh, hello.
Objective blue room or mark blue room.
Oh, we're going to see an engagement here between Squigwig and Thunder Pilot any second now. The Thunder Pilot know he's there. He's going to have to peek through this window to his left as he penetrates in. But
who will get it first? That's the question. Who is going to get that vision first? It's so close between these two. You can see just this wall, this corner separating them. Oh, wow! Thunder Pilot
shot.
Saw.
He's giving away his position. Meanwhile, we've got the Pants and Auto flank still slowly coming round. There is a Mob Squad member in the northeast who can cover that approach.
Yeah, Pants and Auto just kind of holding back and just kind of having a little bit of chat, throwing out the comms to their teammates as well.
Yep. It's a 4-on-4 situation here.
Mob Squad just holding on right now.
The Pilot tentatively looking for a pick-off there, not seeing anything, holding back for a second. It's worth noting the Thunder Pilot is an excellent shot, quick reactions, and a tactical tactical mind on his head.
Yeah, sure.
But he's also very aware that the placement of that objective means that there's no chance in hell that he could go around that corner without an engagement.
Yeah. Plots here though, maybe trying to find his way in. He's been very key for Mob Squad in the past, especially on the cargo games against beginners yesterday.
They've got two great close-range fighters here, Nolomite and Plots both showing what they're capable of on cargo. You're right. Let's see. Now see, Globochem made an initial heavy push very quickly, and now it's they're moving with grace, but with care. They don't want to be taken out stupidly. Look at this. Oh
wow, yeah, Thunder Pilot trying to find a position that he can maybe attack, but there are walls that we cannot see, obviously, that are separating.
The thing is, Thunder Pilot's like running around.
Oh wow! You were talking about quick reactions, and there you go, Thunder Pilot with an incredible vision.
That flank. He took a hit though.
2 players down. Yeah, he has been taken low.
It's a 3-on-3.
Yeah, this is good, and getting the KO back with Thunder Pilot.
The Mob Squad in the northeast taking down took down Auto. So Poopachu was that guy. Oh, we're going to see an engagement between Pants and Poopachu any second now.
Wow, Pants had the vision. That's it.
Yeah, Pants was waiting for it.
Great aim as well, obviously, to seal that deal.
All right, 2 defenders remaining. Squigookan now is about to take someone. Oh, Squigookan got taken.
3-1, yeah. Nolomite is the only one left. He is the sub that we have had. How much can he do?
He's nowhere near the objective. This is really big. They could get. It's not enough. They're going to get the cap. Oh no, Thunder Pilot. He's moving in now. He wasn't in range. 1, 2, 3. How many numbers? He gets taken down on the uplink. He's 1-on-1 now.
To the right, to the right, to the right. No!
Globochem. But he denies the uplink at the very least. What a great run in.
Nolomite did his best. He took one person out, but was not looking down the right-hand side as the other teammate, or the other member of Globochem, comes out just to finish that first game. Explosive stuff to begin with.
Yeah, amazing plays there from both teams. I mean, it was back and forth. One member each side. I mean, Mob Squad still though losing the defensive position, and it's not going to be great for them. They are already on the back foot, and the defense is the advantage. They've just lost that advantage.
Of course, but you know, it's not impossible, of course. He just didn't see that player to the right, and that's unfortunate, really.
So anyone just tuning in, just a reminder, the uplink gets you 2 points. They have to get the tablet out and then type in a code that they've had to memorize, a 7-digit code, and that uplink gets them 2 points rather than wiping out the enemy team, which gives you 1 point.
Okay, we're just going to have a quick listen in with Globochem as well, again, just to listen to that strategy as we approach game 2.
Yeah, I will take Toast place. I will stay close to the BJ, okay?
Do you want me in the east? I'm usually in the east.
So Toast can have the free this lane.
Perfect. Yeah, me and Toast can hold that down.
Guys, just let, I don't know.
Does that work for you, Toast? Do you feel good in that position?
Should they have like 2? Are you going to that room, to the outside room, right?
We're ready.
Tizi, you're going to the marble? Cool. Which way you approach that building? From the alley or from the sky? Okay, just make sure that it's not the What do you mean? What is that?
One of these.
Hey, no.
You gotta do a dance? Is that like a dance step? The Jizzy 2-step? The Jizzy jamble?
Cool, guys. We're ready.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Ready.
Okay, let's start it off when you're ready.
So Jizzy, would you like to meet?
Interesting approach there. We can see
Globochem in high spirits right now.
Yeah. They're enjoying it still. Raphael taking a bit more of the command there in terms of like setting an approach to that. Thunder Pilot obviously engaging and listening to that, responding in some way, and obviously Pants showing his dart step there.
I don't think Globochem realized that the enemy team are not ready to engage. So Globochem are all ready, and
seems like we're just sorting out in the corner there a quick technical thing.
I feel sorry for a little bit for Globochem this weekend.
Why so?
They love being here together, right? This is the first time they've all been together in the same place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in real life.
Yeah.
They love playing this game as a team.
Yeah.
They've got to play the least amount of games out of anyone. Maybe not. This is the third game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they haven't got to play much Onward. I feel like they would have preferred to have been knocked down to the losers bracket and fall all the way through, just so they could have the joy of playing together throughout all of this.
I guess there's definitely an argument to be made there.
Listen, they are a pure breed winners down there. They you know, just like anyone else, but they have the ability to build up through the lower brackets. And I really feel like they would love to have played more this weekend.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I mean, especially see it. You know, Thunder Pilot and Pants particularly are very, very vocal, very, very. When I say loud, I don't mean it in a bad way, but they're very, very loud players. They're really getting into every single moment. You know, they're downstairs, you know, between games, having a real laugh, and you know, this means a lot to them. So obviously they're going to be giving it their all, both physically and emotionally, and just kind of, you know, they take it seriously. You know, they have a great time when they're off the map, but as soon as that map starts, it's all business.
But listen, they were downstairs watching all the games that happened today, and they didn't have to be. They could have been at the hotel, just relaxing, taking it easy. But they've been here watching
the sights of Leicester.
all one or two of them. But
sorry, Leicester. Sorry.
We're just joking. I have no idea. Leicester's a lovely city. Anyway, the point is that these guys have been here, absorbing this atmosphere, enjoying each other's company, enjoying the Onward that's being played. And unfortunately not being able to take as much part in it as they probably would have liked to, because they're so damned good at it.
Can you imagine being so good you don't play enough?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. No, I can't imagine it. That's just my life.
Yeah.
By the way, that's just how it is.
Being just too good at games.
Too good at everything.
God gamer radar head.
Yeah. That's me.
We're going to get this sorted as soon as possible for you guys, and we'll get this next game underway. But as it does stand, it is 1-0 map score. And I believe it's 1-0 in this second map as well. So all Globochem thus far. Mob Squad looking to get that first point on the board. It could be round 2, but it could be taking a little bit longer. You are, of course, if you are just joining us, watching the Onward Invitational of the VR League here with ESL in Leicester in the UK.
It's important to remember, as I've said many times before, this is a pioneering event.
Absolutely, yeah.
There's 40 sensors down there.
Yeah, 10 full Oculus Rift setups going on, and it is a lot of kit. A lot of impressive kit.
There's going to be some teething issues. We're seeing it throughout this weekend, unfortunately, but the point is that next time there's an Onward event, they're going to be ready.
Yeah.
Follow us on Facebook, esl.gg/VRL.
Make sure to keep up to date with everything that's going on with the VR League. And you can also maybe find information about getting involved if you do indeed have that interest to do so. Obviously, you can see these players really enjoying it. It's a good vibe, and there's plenty of fun to be had.
And it's more than just Onward. There's other games coming.
Yeah, of course.
Echo Arena is coming, and it's going to be worth checking out just equally as much as Onward has been.
And checking in with the vote as well at esl.gg/mob versus Globo. It has gone all the other way. I remember that first vote being 17 to 83% Mob Squad. It is slowly and surely, you guys just believe in Globochem more and more.
Your belief in Mob Squad, I can't believe it. These people are just the worst. You just swing voting. I mean, come on, you guys were
really kind to say. You guys are the worst.
You guys are the worst. Mob Squad, you believed in them to the point where you doubted Globochem was 18%. What did you say, 80, 20?
I think it was 83 to 17%.
And now look at that swing back. People, you know, changing the vote. I assume, or maybe other people are watching.
Yeah, maybe at the beginning it was the people who voted initially, and then more people vote, and then more people vote, and you know, all the Globochem fans come out of the woodwork to support their boys. We can see our players though getting back into their VR headsets, logging into the Matrix once more. Sorry,
taking the blue pill.
Yeah,
staying in the Matrix.
The blue one? Wasn't the blue one the...
No, the red one freed them from the Matrix. They're going back in. They're taking the blue pill all day.
Bang tied. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all. I just stopped that. But yeah, getting straight back into it. They're going to be trying to look for that first win. I think Dolomite. Isn't the Dolomite like a mountain range or something? I'm pretty sure.
I believe it is.
Yeah, sorry. The Nolomite. Nearly taking that first round in that first map there of Bazaar. It was very, very close. 1v2 situation. Got the uplink code inputter and then gets blindsided by another team.
But come on, that sense of information, he didn't know the situation. Like, he couldn't possibly know all of his teammates are dead. He's checked the tablet maybe, but he's looked at the time, and he makes a clear dash across the map, takes out 2 players on the way there, stops the uplink, almost stops Globochem in the tracks. I mean, it was a heroic dash. The other teams we've seen give up the uplinks because they haven't responded in time. We didn't see that just now. We saw Mob Squad showing how good they are. Even if they didn't win the round, they stopped that uplink, and it's so important. Oh
yeah, it's huge. You know, they just halved the point potential there, which is massive. Yeah. You know, Nolomite really, doing what he was subbed in to do, and that was to cause havoc.
Yeah, and yeah, absolutely. Dog off the leash. He just chased it down.
Indeed.
Looks like they're getting back into it though. This is our second round of map 2.
We got to take that place.
Same objective. This time.
Hey, you dropped the pistol. You dropped the pistol.
He did it on purpose. He did it on purpose. He doesn't care.
He dropped the pistol. No, it's fine. Don't worry about that.
Sidearms of cowards.
Wow.
So we're going to see now what Mob Squad are capable of, and if Globochem's defense is going to be tighter than Mob Squad's was.
Poopachu getting quite aggressive here, moving towards that courtyard and market, trying to keep a catch on that.
Remember, we saw Globochem chasing into the, dashing into those apartments near the objective. We are not seeing Mob Squad do that. Much slower, much more reserved approach from them.
Panthers straight down on the floor immediately.
Pants are on the floor.
Prone. The pants are on the floor.
Yep. Interestingly, it looks like they're expecting an aggressive push maybe from Globochem, maybe a flank. They're just waiting for it to happen.
Yeah.
But little do they know that Globochem have just taken up really, really tight defensive positions around that objective and aren't looking for an early fight. They want them to come to that objective. They want to fight around the objective.
Yeah, I mean, we said this, Globochem got the Marsoc round, so they're into defense, and all they need to do now is just see it out as far as they're concerned.
Poopachu plots Nolomite, really aggressive, close range charges. You see Nolomite's actually rocking a submachine gun, which is much more effective in close range, much less effective at long range. Arsenic, the powerhouse that is Arsenic. We haven't really seen much of him against Globochem. He didn't really have anything game-changing happen on Quarantine. Let's see if we can see more of him from this map. Real slow and steady push. It's almost like watching beginners right now.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a trade.
He means a team beginners, by the way.
Oh, yeah, sorry. There is a team called Beginners who played earlier for anyone who missed it.
We got a down and 1 KO when it came to first contact. Mob Squad with the potential revival plots there, hanging on for dear life. Poopachu, though, aware that there is aggression near that teammate.
Slowly bleeding out. Poopachu is going to be capable of getting him up. They're just getting a smoke in the way, waiting for it to disperse, and probably going to try and get that res. Nolomite, meanwhile, pushing in to the objective.
Yeah, just needs to, he's got he does have 2.5 minutes. Gets past, gets the res, plots his back up.
Look at Nolomite's position now. It's Toast versus Nolomite.
Players are having a little bit of a boogie there. Nolomite coming around the corner. Great. There's Toast waiting.
Oh, here it comes. Toast is ready.
And we know that Toast has been very real. Oh, he's turned his back.
Oh, and this is the thing about VR. Look, he's looking around with his head. He needs to be focusing on that doorway.
It's a trade again, and both of them are just knocked down.
Oh my gosh! Unfortunately for Nolomite, he's in enemy territory.
Yeah, that's not good. He is deep behind enemy lines. Plots, though, is going to try and make his way around to save him. Pants, you can see looking...
Thunder Pilot's going to come in and put an end to Nolomite's information giving. Yep.
Not taking him down, though.
What? They haven't executed Nolomite. They don't realize he's still alive. This is big. This is really big. Oh my gosh, they haven't terminated him.
And you can see... Oh my word, this is exciting. If Toast can get taken down by Plots now, this is a big turnaround, but there is another teammate. I believe Thunder Pilot just there.
He's going for the rise. Thunder Pilot was just in front of him.
He had the syringe out. That's why he missed that opportunity.
Gosh. What is happening? This is ridiculous. They're right on top of them.
And then oh wow! Had the immediate execution there.
Oh, this changes everything. Suddenly it's 5 versus 2.
Yeah, 5 versus 2. Incredible stuff from Mob Squad. Can they maybe get the uplink here?
Wow.
4 versus 2. 4 versus 1. Okay. Mob Squad need to slow down here. There it is. There's the execution.
Wow, it's 1-on-1 now. 1 point to 1.
Finally, Mob Squad get their first point on the board. This Grand Finals is not over yet, ladies and gents.
Listen, I mean, this is double tap territory. When you take down a player, you confirm they are down.
Yeah, even if it's a couple of shots.
Yeah, and there were 2 players next to him. Neither. I mean, I guess at this level, you just assume that that's been double tapped. The Thunder Pilot comes in, he gets toast up, and neither of them check to make sure that enemy player is actually down.
Toast didn't even see. He's looking that way. He's looking outside the door, and it was just unfortunate that he didn't. I don't know why they didn't double tap. And it was so unfortunate as well that I mean, it worked out in the end. It may have been very, very different. Thunder Pilot was there, and I believe it was Plots.
Yeah.
Had his
syringe out instead of a gun. Was that a conscious decision for Plots not to fire at him? Maybe. I mean, I don't think so. Again, Thunder Pilot having his back to Plots so integral.
We're just going to jump into here Mob Squad's chat before this match and see what they're talking about for this next game.
All right, I'm gonna be in here.
All right, hold on. So what do you guys think for me? Everybody put their spot first and then I'll choose.
Mine's the white circle. I mean, I don't really know of any spot other than here.
Just 1 second.
You want me to take that?
The left side.
I can get back into there. Yeah.
All right. How about this? How about?
What, you want me to watch from here?
How about somebody gets in here and just watches this way?
From second story, I can look this way. I can see that way from second story there.
All right. Everybody erase. Everybody erase.
Not mini market, but I can see this whole area. Okay. I'll go to the green. Okay.
So maybe I'll go. I guess I'll go to the red.
You guys ready over there?
All right. If we do this right, we shouldn't have to leave our spots.
Man, if I'd have known that.
Yeah, I like the last words there. If we do this right, we don't have to leave our spot.
It's
very
really
important.
Yeah, it's really important to know that these players, it looks like they're making up these tactics, right? Yep. They have got so many set plays that they've played against other players. They know the positions, but this is the caliber of both teams we're seeing now. They're adapting the play to what they're seeing. They've got their set plays. They know all these plays. They know where their teammates are going to be, and they're changing it up on the fly to try and adapt to the attacks that they're seeing, and it's just fantastic to see.
I mean, that adaptation is, key to being high-level players in anything you're doing, just to be able to, respond to, what the opponents are throwing out and being able to, like maybe evade 1 or 2 blows before maybe throwing out some kind of counterplay. But that's going to be how it goes. We're going into our next game.
Map 2, round 3, it's on.
We've got Globochem on Marsoc, the blue team, and Mob Squad currently defending as Volk. They're going to be getting into those positions.
Now, might not be aware. It might have been explained. It might have been explained. I apologize if it has. But the players cannot run with the guns up. The guns have to be down at a 45-degree angle, aiming at the floor. Otherwise, they cannot run. So it stops you from being able to sprint and fire at the same time.
That would be a ridiculously strong.
I used to be able to do it, and Pants was well known for being able to do it. Full speed. Oh, auto-spotting out player, but not being able to get the shot on him.
Yeah, maybe just needs to be able to see. Oh. Looks over, maybe able to get that early KO, and there's one down.
Wow, it's not a down and out though. Will he remember to double tap this time?
He does. One down for Mob Squad already in defense. This is not good. Squigukan gonna get there and get Pants!
Oh, it's a trade. There's 2 Globochem down, but not out.
But yeah, there's gonna be a revival coming out as well. 1 down though. You can just see, though, Pants' reactions are so good. 3 down for Mob Squad already. This is so strong from Globochem.
4 on 2. It's a similar situation to round 1 where just decimate them. Can Mob Squad hold on?
Arsenic looking for anything he can find, but we saw earlier Panzer's reaction time is so fast, and the accuracy he has with that too, devastating.
Yeah. Toast, not an original member of Globochem, but a great pickup a long time ago. Mob Squad's so conscious that they have to stay near the objective now. Really puts them on a really horrible position because all the mobile defense is out now. It's down to the people who are stuck on the objective.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it as an offensive unit as well. Globochem have that long-range player just in the very southwest of this. Right,
3 on 2 now, 3 on 2.
3 on 2, he had one player taken down. It's looking not impossible, obviously. It never is impossible. The 1v5s can happen.
Oh, that was a weird camera angle. I'm not really sure what we're seeing right now.
Auto is trying to find whatever he can. Oh, that's fire is being laid down, but another Mob Squad.
Arsenic's the only one left.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to be listening for footsteps everywhere. It's so integral. He doesn't drop the objective, but he's got no choice but to keep it popping out everywhere, and it's really risky. Every time he puts his head out, it risks being blown off.
Yeah, you can hear as well, laying down a little bit of fire as well to try and maybe get some information from his enemies. Oh, this is not looking good. 1 down for Arsenic.
Wow.
2 to go for him if he wants to bring back this clutch at 1v3. Arsenic making a move. He's played one area well.
No, Arsenic's going to get taken down if he steps out.
Wow.
He makes the shot. They both engage, but
Arsenic
it's
now.
Arsenic's accuracy that wins out the day.
1v1 now with the last remaining member of Globochem, who is looking for him. He's far out. He gets behind the wall.
Right.
He needs to be careful now.
Look at that repositioning. So I mean, there's tactical like map knowledge going on there that you just can't understand. He just ran across and really open.
Raphael sees it.
He makes the shot. Oh wow.
Raphael getting that again. It was so close. A 1v3. Arsenic does such a good job to bring it so close, but cannot finish it off. 2-1 now to Globochem.
That's 2 defenses now. We've seen Mob Squad almost pull it back, but not quite. It's so close. It's so close. These games.
You know, Globochem are really pushing it, and you know, Mob Squad are doing their absolute best to stay in it. Again, it's just down to the wire every single time. You know, Mob Squad are pushing Globo. I mean, again, we saw it was a 4-0 in the last game, sure, but you know, Mob Squad are pushing them.
Yeah, and they're unrelentless.
They're unrelentless.
Unrelentless.
Fair enough. I like it. But it's not over yet, of course. A little bit more to go. Globochem will be on the defense this side. So only 1 point available for them. Mob Squad do have the opportunity to take that lead if possible. So yeah, just going to be setting up. Looks like we're just sorting something out for Arsenic again in the back corner. As you can see, Pants though, we've seen him time and time again in every single match. Just you know, the brutal accuracy and the reaction time has just been very, very strong for him, taking many 1v1s in his favor. Poopachu as well doing a lot of stuff. You see there Nolomite as well in the center of your screen. Focusing in, he has been the sub, and he has made some fantastic plays over the course of the weekend, but can he do what he needs to do for his team in this grand finals? Squigookin as well, as we know, we have seen him be very far ahead, making sure that he's always in an aggressive position where possible. Mob Squad have got a very varied team, and as we have said, have been the only one to really push Globochem to the limits thus far in at this invitational.
Yeah, and it's so intense. I mean, the thing is, Globochem currently have the upper hand, but Mob Squad refuse to give in, and rightly so. Both rounds that Globochem have taken, they've taken by the skin of their teeth. It cannot be exaggerated at all. I mean, it's been so tight. We've just a millisecond in it, you know, both times.
It's, I mean, the amount of, like, you know, 1v1 trades that have just been, you know, if not frames, but, like, you know, milliseconds apart from each other. It's
But it goes to show that Globochem can have the numbers advantage, right? They can have a really strong position on the map. But Mob Squad refuse to go down easily, even if there's only one left. They are one-man armies unto themselves.
Absolutely. I mean, each of them are so talented and able to pull off whatever they can. I think it's one of those things that all these players have been in that situation before, and they've done their best. I mean, sometimes the trickiest opponent is the one who is left, because there isn't a large group moving. It's just one solo player who can just get inside those nooks and crannies.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's up to the multiple player team to not just get picked off. It's kind of like some kind of horror movie, when there's a group and it's just getting -1, -1, -1. It's like, where is he? Where is he?
Yeah.
It can happen.
Split up? Why did we split up? We should have stayed together as a group.
Yeah. But then, of course, in games like this, when we've seen it many, many times again, like, plots, again, in Cargo, being able to find 2 people, pick 1, 2, done, moving on, and, it can swing so quickly.
No hesitation.
These players cannot let up their pressure for one moment, because it can just completely just fall around them.
Now, it's interesting, are we going to see Globochem still go with the same momentum that they got at the moment, or are they going to try? Are they aware of how close they are to winning this? They have to be. But are they going to change the game style? Are they still going to be moving with such confidence now that, Mob Squad, they have to be aware that they've just won these maps. And Mob Squad did push them and take that defense off them. So they're on defense against Mob Squad again. They didn't hold last time. Are they going to hold this time? Are they going to change up the tactics? Are they going to have such a tight defense around their objective like they did last time? Or are they going to be pushing out, trying to catch Mob Squad out before they get so close to it?
Yeah, I think Globochem might go for something a little bit riskier here. They have the map in hand.
Yep.
They have the map in hand.
But as we saw before with beginners versus SMC, beginners with 3-0 up on SMC, you can't assume you've got an advantage. Even at 3-0, and then SMC comes back and wins it 4-3. So, Globochem have been in that position where they've been down 3-0 and have pulled it back.
I mean, even though Globochem are on their defense, we do have, it can't be understated just, how devastating every member of Globochem is. I mean, just for an example, we know Panzer's, I think, racked up 6 kills at this point now.
Wow.
Which is, not a small amount. He's been doing very, very nicely, getting loads and loads of picks, winning 1v1s. It's, they have to be aware that he is a dangerous player. Do they want to take him out early? Do they want to try and find him? Do they need to try and stay away from him?
Put an assassination bounty on him.
Globochem, a little bit of stretch from our Mob Squad players there, just limbering up a little bit. But, that's the thing, do you have to put a hit out on a certain person, Call the Don, get him in.
What's, I've just noticed, Globochem, each one of them is, there's no weakness in that team.
No.
But they're a great team, right? Every one of their players are amazing. Thunder Pilot, Otto, Raphael, Toast, Pants, all playing at the top of the game. No weaknesses that can be seen. Now, I don't know if I can say the same for every single member of Mob Squad, but what I can say for Mob Squad, as a cohesive team,
yes,
they are amazing. They're amazing. Whereas Globochem are each one of them, like I said, are well-known throughout the community.
We were asking, damn it.
Yeah.
Well, you have the time to retweet.
Got 5 seconds here, and Panther's just putting his VR headset on. He's in the game now. He was just a little bit out of it, but he's in the game.
Sorry to cut myself off there. I wanted to hear what they were going to say. So, yeah, I mean, the Mob Squad as a cohesive unit are so effective. One-on-one, still effective, but not made a name the same way that Globochem has yet, as individual players. No. Apart from Arsenic, of course.
Yeah, we've seen Globochem just kind of get their positions on. You've got one player in the far back. On the far eastern side as well, and then a nice and tight-knit triangle in the center there. And you've got a very closely weaved squad from Mob Squad.
The thing of 2 teams of this caliber,
I say that.
They are... Pardon?
I no, don't know. I was just
go. 2 teams of this caliber. They look, again, at that pixel moving. They're looking through a window, they're wired into every angle that an enemy can come from, and they're just looking for that pick-off.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's kind of, the knowledge of every single map, and...
But you can see there's so many nooks and crannies. It's such a visual, so much visual noise to try and filter through to spot that enemy amongst it all.
Like the actual kind of like, what is it, sensory overload they need. They've got so much to listen to and they've got so much to see. And
exactly, sensory overload. The perfect way of looking at it, because it's the visual noise and the audio noise, the actual, the propagation of noise, hearing the footstep, hearing the enemy comms. It all adds up. And hearing where the shots are coming from, the distance the shots are coming from.
Auto in that window there. Plot's moving forward. This is going to be interesting. Plot's getting behind the barrels, the boxes, just before Auto pops his head.
Worth pointing out, those boxes don't offer complete protection. They have penetration, 75% loss of damage, but still, Plot's going to get taken out behind them if he gets seen.
He gets in. Oh!
Was that him firing or him being fired at?
I don't know. It didn't. It seemed like he was behind the wall already, but he goes upstairs to remain safe.
Oh, Thunder Pilot. Is he going to step out? Nope. Thinks second. He thinks again. He's looping around, falling back.
The pilot just doing a little bit of comms work there as well, keeping himself safe.
Look at this mob squad spread. It's each man an island right now. They are so spread out, and we've got one guy pushing in on the objective, but the rest of the force is just completely dispersed around the map.
Yeah, you can see one person definitely much further. Plots is really far inside those lines by himself. Grabbing that map out, just having a little look around, but he is far into this right at this point.
This is really clever play though, right? He's so close to the objective. He's given away his position. Now it forces Globochem to be really defensive and not look at the far sites where the rest of the team is. They have to focus in on the objective now because
they're all looking in right now. Yeah, as you say that, they should be making them move in now.
Yeah.
Well, one teammate, you can now see Plots is there, Thunder Pilot.
Oh, Nolomite now has made a cross. He's pushing in on Thunder Pilot.
He's on the other side of that wall as well. There's some fire going out. One member of Globochem has been defeated.
Plots, even though they know he's there, he manages to take a kill. Pupichu now running across to the objective. He's got an alleyway, a window, and he's putting a grenade in. It doesn't catch
anyone. Auto on the other side of that wall. Pupichu running around very aggressively. He gets taken down because of it.
Yep.
He felt confident.
No, look, Squigookin's in play. Plots is in play. Got two defenders on the objective. The grenade finds Auto this time.
He's down by nade, he says, but Nolomite gets another catch. It's 4-1.
Wow, what a turnaround so quickly.
But the thing is, can they get the objective at this point? You can see how close they must be.
Yeah, he's getting the objective in. They're rushing to try and stop it, but will it be enough?
It is!
They took...
It was an elimination.
Yes.
Oh no, yeah, it was an elimination in the end. They didn't get the upload like they wanted. That was unfortunate. He was there getting it, but it is a point. A point's a point.
It's a tough call, right? You see the enemy there, you want the uplink. You can't risk, at this point, 2-2, you can't risk that player taking down every person there because the person putting the uplink can't defend himself. The other players are there watching this guy run past. They can't suppress without taking him out. There's not enough time on the clock for that last player to be panicking too much, right? So that last player can take out the people who are trying to stop him, go around the corner, take out the uplink guy, and then suddenly, So you can't have that. What we saw.
Yeah, no, go. I was just going to say we're going to jump into listen to Mob Squad here as they prepare for this 5th round. It's been very, very close. So let's just listen to what they have to say here.
I'd love to.
All right, how about this? Wait. Everybody erase everything. Let's try a new strat. Just fucking with here, like all around. Don't leave this. I mean, it doesn't.
I'm gonna be right here.
Might just be here and then join him here. If we can get a guy, it's always a help to like lie down by the fountain.
I'm this guy right here.
So you see they are on the defense yet again, so they're really looking to kind of keep that very nice and tight. Nice little horseshoe shape around the edge there. You can see that they're very tentative. In this, it should be noted that in this map so far, every single defense has failed.
And this is why Bazaar has been banned out so many times. No team likes playing on Bazaar for this reason. It's a great map to play on, but as I said before, defending it is so hard. There's so many angles to defend, and it gives the attackers room to really penetrate in deep, like we saw in that last one from every direction. And this is why we've seen it banned out so much yesterday.
Yeah. And that does put a lot of pressure on, if it is in more of a favor for attackers than other maps in the game. It does highlight the fact that this is 2-2. That cap is available, and it will be a map should the attackers get it from this point. Yep. Globochem, they have the Marthox side on their side. It's their cap to win the entire tournament here.
Yep.
Take home that $5,000 prize, and say goodnight.
Listen, Mob Squad are not saying goodnight yet. They're in this.
Absolutely.
It's 2-2. They are not going down without a fight. They're bringing it back. That last attack on Globochem was so convincing. It was so convincing. They got in deep. Plots, even though he'd given his position away, still managed to get a pick up on a player, taking him down, forcing Globochem to look inwards, letting the rest of Mob Squad move in and get close to that objective. And you saw what happened next. They wiped the floor with what was left of Globochem.
Yeah. It's exciting stuff. 2-2 here on the second map of the Onward Invitational, the VR League. It is exciting. It is heating up. It is not over yet.
It is round 5.
Let's go.
I will cover, I will cover.
15 seconds is done. Everyone going in. You can see the intensity of so much stuff going on, but there you can see the positions immediately hitting. Our players going into the alleys, keeping the
Well, look at Globochem's momentum here. They are not. They're just charging up that west flank. Little do they know, there's 3 Mob Squad members deployed exactly to stop that push. They can't know they're coming from there, but they are taking a chance.
Yeah, but they're going to be relying on just their skill here. You know, they are very, very talented players. Great reactions, great accuracy, great belief,
greatness,
great heart. But no, I mean, it's one of those things, isn't it? Like they just know that they can do this.
They're great. Sorry, I had to. Anyway, so as we can see here, the defense now is spreading out. Initially, there was a lot of defense pushing to the west. I don't know whether that was a miscommunication, but it's definitely spread out now.
Reminder that you can follow the VRL on Facebook, esl.gg/VRL, to keep up with the VR League and find information about future events.
Do that. This is a blossoming esport, and you're seeing the grassroots of it now.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
You can see I was there at the start.
And you can just see, how much, physically you get involved with this and just how much more you can really engage. You can see he's popped, Pupichu popped the tablet on the floor there just so he could maybe keep an eye on the map whilst also aiming around. Very nice strat that we have seen in the past here this weekend.
He's got to remember to pick it up if he moves, so it's really easy to forget you put it on the floor and just wander off without it.
Especially when you suddenly come under fire.
Absolutely. We can see, look at this position here now by Squigookin. He's going to get a pickup on Thunder Pilot if he pops out. Oh!
He saw that, though.
And he also saw autocross.
I think maybe Thunder Pilot.
Do they know he's there?
1.
Auto is down. And a double, triple, quadruple tap.
Thunder Pilot 2!
Oh! Then... Okay.
A little bit
neither of them there. Both of them firing at each other. Neither of them finding the hit. But Toast is rotating now on Squigookin. Is Squigookin aware that Toast is coming for him?
But it is 1 in favor of Mob Squad for this defense. That's kind of what they've been after all this time, a successful defend.
Wow, look at Plots repositioning now for the aware a counter-attack might be on its way.
Yeah. Toast, though. Oh, wow, look at that positioning. Toast is really in the shadows. He has got a strong position right now. If Plots comes out this door, it is not looking pretty for him.
Toast took damage there as well, it's worth noting.
Oh, man.
He's used his syringe up. Oh, look at Plots repositioning here. He's tucking himself in that little corner. Oh, he's looking through the window.
Oh, this is not going to be good. If Toast comes round too far.
Oh, no. Plots didn't make the shot.
He goes down there.
What a rotation from Plots there. That was crazy good.
Yeah, seeing that immediate positioning and just kind of as you said, pulled round to the left.
Will he pick up a second one? He misses, he gets him. Only 2 attackers left lying on Globochem. Mob Squad, 4 defenders still alive.
This is a really, really good defensive game from them. The first defensive game that might be successful looking at it at this point. 4-1 now, Mob Squad.
I just want to point out that the central defense haven't had to do a single thing. This is all down to Plots right now. Plots is just carrying the entire team. The rest of the team are just able to hang back on the objective and take it easy. See, Squigookin got an early kill as well, but my point being that Plots holding back all of Globochem by himself now.
Yeah, I mean, Raphael's got a lot on his shoulders right now. He's got a lot of work to do. I mean, again, I'll say it, it's not impossible, but it's very improbable at this point.
It's worth noting, Raphael, we haven't really seen it from him. We've seen great plays by Raphael, don't get me wrong, but Raphael is well known for being one of those momentum players. If you remember earlier, we saw Landon Jordan making these momentum kills where he goes through. On this map, he took out maybe 3 or 4 beginners. Raphael is capable of the same plays. He's well known for doing those same plays. Fast, fluid, in, out, taking out 3 or 4 players as he zips in and out of the buildings.
Yeah.
Will he be capable of it now?
He's got an interesting position. You can see where all of the fells from Mob Squad onto Globochem have taken place inside that central courtyard on the left-hand stack of buildings, and that is exactly where Raphael is moving into. a veritable graveyard almost of his teammates. Needs to kind of find his way through.
Plots is still alive though, and he's responsible for 3 of Globochem's deaths. Will Raphael be able to avenge them?
Remember, if the time runs out, it will go to Mob Squad, so he's got to be aware of that. He has to do something. He cannot be passive here.
Each tick of that clock is an increase of pressure. Tick-tock, Raphael, tick-tock. Raphael unsure how to proceed here.
Can almost hear the passage of time. It's so tense right now.
He's checked the watch now. He knows he's got a minute left on the clock. He just doesn't know how to proceed. They know they haven't taken out many of the enemy. He must think there's at least 3 Mob Squad left on the map. Plots here could take him out. Will he rotate around the corner in time? Raphael does make it around the corner in time. No idea that had he hesitated for even a second, Plots would have picked up a 4th kill on this map.
No time for hesitation.
Despite that, Raphael refuses to get up and run. He's moving in with casuality. I mean, he must know there's about 30 seconds left. Plots in front of him now. Is he going to see him? He's checked the watch again. He knows he's got very little time left. Will Plots pick him up before he turns the corner? Again, it's nothing in it.
Stands up. He's making his way towards.
Arsenic engaging. It's a trade, but it doesn't matter. He's the last one, and it's over.
And that means Mob Squad do take the lead. The first successful defense of this map. Mob Squad.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
I'm very sorry for stealing your words.
It's okay. Well, you can have them. You know what?
Yeah?
You can have them.
Thank you very much.
I've got more than enough to go around.
Excellent. I mean, we should certainly have at least a few
Yeah.
rolling around our heads. But it is 3-2 to Mob Squad. They are on the offensive position as well. Can they shut down another defense from Globochem to take this second map and take it to a third? That's what we want to see.
This is what we want to see, right? Globochem with 2-0. Were they 2-0 up?
2-0
no,
up,
no, the 2-1 up, and then
no, 2-0. It was 2-0. Came all the way back, all the way down.
Okay, right. So we're seeing.
No, you're right. Because there was no successful defense, was there?
There was no successful defense.
1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2.
But the point is, we are seeing Mob Squad have now taken the advantage. They are ahead. They just need to hold on this map, and that means that we're going to be going to a 3rd map after that. I would love to see that. That is what we want to see in a grand final, right?
Absolutely,
we don't want to see 2 maps. We want to see 3 maps. We want to see go all the way to the wire.
Yeah, we need to see both teams get pushed to the absolute limits and really show why they deserve to take home that crown.
To infinity and beyond.
Very nice indeed. That's exactly where they have to go if they want to get this win. Otto is the team captain, I believe, of Globochem, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It's corrected. You're absolutely correct.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
All right. Just kind of, relaxing a little bit. They've got, it's not over yet, They've got a little bit of work to do still. Got halfway to that map victory. But Mob Squad have finally showed up. They got a bit, I don't want to say trounced, but they did get kind of...
They got trounced. They got trounced.
Let's not mix that word. They got absolutely destroyed.
Yeah.
No, it was a 4-0 in the first map. It was very clean from Globochem. Was there I feel like there was also a cap in there somewhere.
No.
Just 4 straight wins.
Yep.
But Mob Squad finally just, they get together. They knuckle down. They dig their heels in and they get the victories they need. And it's almost working out for them. They've got one more map, or one more round to win to take this map. And really just say to Globochem, we aren't going anywhere. You have to push us out of the way to get to that victory.
I'm looking down at the floor right now and I see all the players. They've had an exhausting battle beforehand. They're exhausting battle now, but none of them are showing fatigue. They're all still in this. They're all still got their heads on a swivel. They are ready for this. So ready for this.
So, we were talking about Pants earlier on one side with his 6 kills in the previous round, but, Plots, on the other hand, doing an incredible job, though. 9 kills and 2 deaths.
What?
2 deaths in this map. We are 5 rounds in.
That's 3 kills, I think, in the last map to boost that up to 9. Wow, Plots. Amazing plays, becoming a legend.
I mean, we've seen him, throughout the weekend just do that. He's a very aggressive player, and he gets those KOs.
Yeah.
I mean, Plots and Pants, are they the 2 sides of this?
That sounds like a kids program.
Plots and Pants.
Plots and Pants. Plots and Pants.
Pants and Plots. Plots and Pants.
Yeah, he gets it. Okay, so we see Globochem now on defense.
Here we go. Globochem going to make their way towards that objective.
I heard flank them. Are they going to be more aggressive with the defense than we've seen before now?
Well, maybe. We have 1 player hanging in the center. We've got Raphael and Toast hanging out on the far side.
they had 2 tight defenses in the last 2 rounds, and it's not worked for them. So they are obviously upping their game and looking for a more spread out defense, which is exactly what we're seeing. And if you look to the west, you can actually see a Globochem player is actually pushed out very, very far away from the objective.
Yeah. Nolomite looking down this line. We can see from our position that there is a Globochem member at the very end of that line, but will he be able to get a catch? No, at this current point. That's what I'll say. We can see plots here, just sticking behind the boxes, just checking around. Gets out that tablet as well to see. But there is a very stretched line.
Look at this east rotation from Mob Squad here. Look at this east rotation. They I mean, they've got 4 members on this east flank.
Look at Squigookan just out in the sticks all by himself.
Wow. You've got, I can't tell who it is. I think it might be Nolomite, who's pushed in a really good position here. You could take, if a Globochem player backs out into him, they can't know that Nolomite's there, right? If Toast takes a few steps back, he's going to get gunned down, having no idea Nolomite's around there. This rotation from Mob Squad's fantastic. And then they've got 1 player in the old objectives area in the south middle. You can see there that he's going to maybe make some noise. He's looking for a counter flank.
This is really interesting as well. You can see both we have, but not only Squigookan, but another player has gone round alongside Squig just to kind of get this northeast side. And if they're going to maybe try and disrupt from that back flank.
Poopachu there watching for a flank attack from the defenders.
Nolomite is so close. He's just so disruptive like this, isn't he?
But look, Toast is wired in. If he comes around the front of Toast, I mean, Toast can't be expecting him to come out of this corner, but he's still going to see him all the same. And unless, I mean, Nolomite's
turned right around, gone out the other way. Arsenic, though, has joined him.
Oh, look at the hand signals. I love it. They know that an enemy could be next to them. Did you see the hand signal?
I did.
God, I love VR. It's fantastic.
There is that extra layer to the communication you can have and just the little nuances that we have in gameplay here that you just don't see anywhere else.
No. You can't see anywhere else. I mean, hand signals. They're genuinely using hand signals.
Yeah, and those are organic. Those are, you know, natural. They're not kind of like pre-programmed or very specific. They are unique to each player.
See, Nolomite is going to be twisting around. We've got Arsenic and Nolomite. Toast may not know that they're probably not looking at that direction, but Toast is going to get it all the same. Arsenic not in a position to refrag. Toast getting a 2nd kill.
Wow, I think he turned around and just not only took out Nolomite, but took out, and I want to say...
But Toast now is in a different position. He might get picked up by Arsenic if he rounds that corner. He thinks second of it. He's double-checking his back. What will we see from Toast?
Toast being very cautious right now, but does kind of just keep
it.
Oh, you get wow, look at that reaction time.
The reaction speeds on Toast are insane.
Globochem, 5 men standing. Mob Squad down to 2 only.
1.
Sorry.
It's like, they heard you, they wanted to correct you.
Sorry, Globochem, jeez. Fine, jeez.
There's 1 left. They didn't correct me. Did you see that? Poopachu here, unfortunately, with the submachine gun. It doesn't have the penetrating power and the range of the assault rifles.
Pops and at the range. This is so dangerous at this point.
Oh, can he see that? Seems that smoke. No, the smoke covering Thunder Pilot's scout.
That's Poopachu, though, by himself. I mean, this is looking pretty...
You can see the camera now on Poopachu. Look how tense he is.
Oh, man, yeah, there's a lot of tension in his body. He heard the noise.
It's 5-on-1.
Poopachu laying down here.
I just don't know that Poopachu can carry this out. It's 5 against 1. Poopachu's a great player, but we haven't seen heroic plays from Poopachu.
Yeah, he's got the odd like 1v1 win out, but...
Oh, they know there's only 1 guy left as well.
Yeah, I think basically when they repositioned themselves, they were close enough to get the information from Toast that I've taken down 3. Clean game, 5-0. What a response, though. What a response, though, to Mob Squad, you know, finally breaking the defense. Anything you can do, we can do better, almost, in a way there.
Globochem are like, what, you just did that? We are Globochem, hear us roar!
But what this means is it is now 3-3. No matter who wins, it is at the end of the map. Will it be Globochem taking this championship, or will Mob Squad force a third map.
Come on, Mob Squad, put it to a third map. We want to see a third map. It's Downfall. We haven't seen Downfall this weekend. I want to see Downfall. I want to see Arsenic rocking a sniper rifle. I want to see long-range fire. This is
one thing we haven't really seen Arsenic in his truest form.
Downfall is the true long-range map of Onward at the moment, and we haven't seen it. It's a completely different style of play. I can't stress enough how different it is to every other map we see. It forces completely different play styles, tactics, weapons, setups, counter-fire, counter-flanks. It's just such a different game when you see Downfall.
And this is going to be a really important conversation our players are going to have before this game. It's going to be very, very precise. You know, we've had 6 rounds. This is a brand new objective location, potentially. It's going to be an exciting one. 3-3, map 2. Can Mob Squad force that third map?
It's the grand final, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what everyone's capable of. It's looking like it could go either way. I know that's a bit of a cop-out, but come on.
No, I mean, it absolutely is. It's 3-3, you know. It can only go either way. I mean, it's not like it's 3-0 and it's going to, you know, there's a lot of work to do. You can see our teams here just kind of going through their last bits of...
Globochem, a single point away now from taking home that $5,000.
Yeah, Mob Squad just a single point away from making Globochem sweat yet again, just like they did last night in that winners finals as well. It is this is top level Onward. If you are a fan of this game, if this is your first time seeing these players play, this is the potential of VR esports.
You really need to have a lot of, I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again, this is, you know, the physicality involved in VR games is something you can't see in other, you know, 2D games. And these players, they're fit. You know, look at there's a reason why we can see Globochem, potentially the best team in the world, and they're all fit guys. You know, these are guys who can, I mean, look at them. They're all muscle and sinew. I hate to say anything. I'm not saying anything negative against anything else, but you need physical fitness. Yeah.
We're going to just jump in and listen to Globochem as they prepare for this final round. Let's hear what they have to say.
I'm going.
You're going. Yeah, you're.
We're all going to monkey guard.
Yeah.
Just go.
Yeah, there.
So
cool. Cool. We know. It's fine.
And we're in.
I didn't have my team chat on. I said that on purpose.
Okay.
They seem quite confident there. They know what they're doing. They're in their positions.
Did you hear that purposeful misinformation then?
No.
He didn't have team chat on. He discussed the tactic. I'm going to go down that, you know, down the south road.
Keep your eyes on the road.
They're like, dude, you didn't have team chat on. No, I wanted them to hear that.
Yeah.
So Mob Squad, can their defense hold?
This is very important now. Mob Squad is match and game point at the same time. Who is going to take this one? Bazaar will be the battlefield for this very exciting 7th round of map 2.
Are we going to see Plots further that crazy kill streak he was on?
God, yeah, I mean, that was nuts.
He's in that key position. He's really close to a Globochem player right now. Plots, again, the man on the wire. Oh, he gets taken out. That's going to be a big deal.
Nice job.
Nice, man. This is nice. Take it easy. Don't
you can hear
fast,
Globochem really confident, really kind of like not popping off as such, but they know how much that meant. A KO at this stage early on, huge.
Plots the man who made such great plays against in defense last time.
Yeah, I mean
and now he's out.
To take him out early, they know what that means.
Yeah, I mean they can't know there was Plots, but they have to assume. Last time it was a big flank.
Yeah, I mean he was really far out. There's only one person who's going to be that aggressive.
Yeah.
Squigookin here.
I suppose Squigookin's the other player that could have been. But either way, Squigookin and Plots, both very aggressive players, both capable of flanking Globochem and upsetting them from behind.
Pants is on the floor again.
Yeah, Pants is always on the floor. I think that says a lot about him.
Yeah, a little bit.
Globochem now, as a 3-man team,
Pants
pushing.
Getting this smoke grenade ready, gets the throw, covers exactly where Nolomite is.
So nobody's hiding there. Other than that, they know.
You see Raphael really controlling this communication.
Yeah, I love it. I love the level of communication that's going on there.
He's taking center point right now. Squigookin drops his tablet as well.
I like the angle.
Yeah.
Good angle. And Mob Squad moving in now. We've got a guy. Look at this. We're going to.
Arsenic doesn't get it. It's a trade.
That
is Thunderpilot though.
Yeah, but Arsenic missed the initial shot. This is Arsenic we're talking about. It's a big deal.
Yeah. But Thunder Pilot down. Thunder Pilot, just like, you know, Pants is a very powerful member. We say that, you know, Toast as well. What am I talking about? Auto as well.
Yeah, exactly. This is what I mean about Globochem, right? You can't single any one of them out as being the player. But anyway, Globochem now 4-3 advantage over Mob Squad.
Did you hear the shootings about here, west building or something?
They don't know they traded. They can't know they traded. I mean, the fact that Thunder Pilot went down means he can't communicate that it was a trade.
Yeah. You know, the very precise and pinpoint communication from Raphael. He's being a bit of a star here with it. You could hear that reaction. Squiguka knows he's under fire, and you know how close that was.
Yep. He took a hit, in fact. He's had to syringe himself, otherwise he'd bleed out eventually. So that trade for Arsenic wasn't good. I have to point that out. As a defender, you don't want to trade because, you know, having one player, if it's a continual trade all the way to 1 versus 1, you're going to lose on defense, almost always.
Absolutely. Globochem, they do have one teammate really far out. There's a down again for Mob Squad.
Squiguka tried to fall back and he gets taken down. He's not out though.
3 members here. They're all together. This is really dangerous. Poopachu coming in, getting a revive.
Oh, look at this. They're on top of the objective.
Yeah, Nolamite. They're all coming together now. Squiguka and Nolamite, you need to be careful. Nolamite facing back in towards.
Meanwhile, in the south of the map, we have a single Globochem player slowly pushing in on that flank.
A grenade over there would be absolutely devastating if they could get something like that. They are stacking up. They can see they're just going through their inventory.
The scavengers picking up all the down ammo, grenades.
They need what they need to win, you know?
Yeah. I wonder if they think they killed Squiguka.
Squig needs to be so careful. He's showing he's in a dangerous position right now. Raphael goes up.
Let's do this. Auto. Taking fire on Nolamite. Well, putting fire down on Nolamite.
There's a player down. Not defeated, just downed.
Oh no, Squiguka making a mistake there. Going out, getting taken down by Auto. Nolamite's got his back to him though.
They can taste it though. They're so close right now.
Oh no, 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 Nolamite's gonna... Oh wow. Auto had no idea Nolamite was literally stood next to him.
It's 3-2. Nolamite.
One left. Is that the
Nolamite's there. They got it. That's it. It's over.
Globochem do it. They're the champions.
4-3. So close in that match, but incredible teamwork from that game. Globochem 4-3, taking that set, that map, that series 2-0 over Mob Squad. They are the Onward Invitational champions. And they walk away with a cool, crisp $5,000.
Legends are born. They're the first guys to win this. They'll never be forgotten for it. I mean, this is once again grassroots. Wow. This they can always lay claim. We were the first. We were the ones.
Yeah, I mean, all these 4 teams who have been playing here over the weekend have been brought out to the ESL UK HQ in Leicester to play and show what their esport is capable of. And look at what it means.
Look at that love between them. They all know they played their hearts out. There's no regret on anyone's faces. They're
Absolutely
all
not. No. All 4 teams just kind of, you know, as I said, happy to be playing their esport, showing their game to the world.
Look at those sweaty hugs right there. Man, all those teams are going to be so sweaty after that. I mean, again, the physicality involved means you're just going to be exerting yourself, and
Yeah, but I mean, we've seen them get pushed a little bit, but Globochem undeniably, at this point, maybe the best team in the world right now.
They are the best. They just proved it, right? 2-0 against the other team who pushed them. They are unmistakably the best team in the world, right?
Well, there you go. They have played phenomenally the entire weekend, and you know, Mob Squad did the best to push them as much as they can. It was 4-3.
Listen,
it was 4-3.
It was, but Globochem, don't forget, they earned their place in the grand final yesterday, and they held their place, and they won it.
Yeah, and it was, you know, we've been looking forward to this match all day, and it did not disappoint.
It did not.
Globochem showed their pedigree straight out. Mob Squad did not give up the fight, pulled it back to the closest it could possibly be, but Globochem, you know, put their foot down. We're having none of this. Let's end it right here.
My only regret, we didn't see it go to a third now.
Of course, we would have loved to see that third, but you know, we also want to see great players prove why they are the greatest, and that's exactly what Globochem did.
Absolutely.
Thunder Pilot and Pants Toast. I mean, they would be my main 3 that I'd say really kind of led the charge. But the thing is, they were only able to do that because of great support from Raphael and Auto's leadership as their captain. Did such a good job.
And we saw Raphael doing sub-leadership as well, making calling shots and everything. Just that team is just an undefeatable team at the moment.
They proved time and time again why they are there, but They are, yeah, I mean, obviously we should mention as well that Mixologist has been playing as well during this weekend. He had his games yesterday. Raphael did step in. They gave Mixologist that chance to play as well, but their main
spot on the team. And sorry, if you saw me kissing down there, it's because the interviews are looking ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, I'll get word for that as soon as possible, and when they are ready, we will throw over to them.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that was so exciting, and we've got a little bit of time left here, obviously, but it has been an exciting weekend. Your champions are Globochem, and in second place we do have Mob Squad, in third SMC Tactical, and in fourth place the beginners, the sole European team.
Everyone played well. Everyone played throughout, but Mob Squad and Globochem just a level above in this event this weekend, and Globochem a level above that again.
Yeah, I think as well, it's definitely, we're here to show off VR esports and exactly, why it's so unique and why it's so powerful. And you've seen it. I think we've seen all elements of it this weekend. The skill, the precision, the physicality, just what it means to these players as well. And I think that's the most exciting thing. But we are already on the show floor. So what I'm going to do, I think we're actually going to be saying goodbye for the evening. Been a pleasure, Radar. My name's Bowie. Radar's been alongside me. We'll see you soon. And we're going to throw it over to Harry to chat with the champions of the Invitational, Globochem.
And yes, and what a good grand final that was. Completely unexpected as well. And you've got to remember, with that map 1, you did win 4-0, but with that map 2, it's very clutch play. You were down 3-2 at one stage, and then throughout map 2, you managed to win 4-3. Talk to you about how you managed to actually close that out.
Mob Squad's an incredible team. They're making great plays on Bazaar. It was a very tough battle, but we stuck to our basic game plans and adapt to what they're doing, and of course our teamwork enabled us to take the map.
And was there any new strategies you put in compared to all the other previous matches in the weekend to actually help you win this event?
Yes, actually, Pants came up with a bunch of strategies right off the top of his head for quarantine. Came up with 3 brand new strategies that worked very well.
Yeah, we could definitely tell it worked very well for you guys. And of course, is there any key players you reckon in that series really stood out for you?
As far as our team or the other team?
Both, if you like.
Oh my God! The thing about Mob Squad and Globochem is that we are literally the best in the game right now. We have so much respect for that team. I would say Arson. I can't name them all. I mean, they're all such good players. Nolamai was on fire today. Jizzy Pants was making all these plans that we never had tried before. On the spot, he used these. Okay, and I don't know. When the pressure's on, that's when we perform the best. And I want to give a shout out to our teammate Norseman. He couldn't be here. We love you, dude. We're bringing home some money.
Love you, Norseman.
And also, us and Mob Squad are going to be donating a portion of our winnings to stack up for this, because we love this event, and I think it's a great way to cap this all off. And so this whole thing has been amazing.
Yeah, that's right. Mob Squad and Globochem will be both donating a portion of their prize money as well. And speaking of prize money as well, we've got Steve from Stack Up who will be giving you the check for $5,000. And have Sleepy also from Stack Up, who will be introducing you with the ProTube as well, courtesy of ProTube VR for each one of the players as well. And to congratulate the winners overall of the VR Invitational, Globochem. Here on the floor. So Matt, back to you on the desk.
Yeah, we're having some fun down on the stage. Bowie and Radar are wiped, don't worry, they're still around though. Going on their way downstairs to the floor to congratulate champions of the VR League. Onward Invitational brought to you by Intel, those champions being Globochem. We thought it would happen. We kind of predicted right at the beginning, Nightfire and also Chris, who's here with us from Oculus. chatting amongst favorites about this thing. We thought Globochem had a chance at it, but they come out of this as the champions.
Yeah, I predicted the 2-0 victory from Globochem here. I'm glad I'm right. I guess that makes my official Caster Desk predictions 100% correct. So I have to carry that on to any future events. But yeah, really, really good games. I'm glad that we got a 3-3 at the very end there.
Yeah, strong showing by Mob Squad.
You know, even though it was a 2-0 victory, I still felt like we went to a third round, a third map
I know
almost.
what you mean. Yeah.
And it was just I couldn't have asked for a better last round.
Yeah, I'm pleased Mob Squad didn't just get wiped again. That's a tough way for anybody to lose a final. We know they're a strong team. We know they put up strong showing. They won't be, I don't think, thrilled that they got lost 2-0 to Globochem. I think they really thought they had a chance to get them. I certainly thought they did, based on their showing yesterday and earlier on today as well. But ultimately, Globochem take that thing 2-0.
Yeah, they had just a lot of really close plays in here too. This is kind of what you get out of Bazaar, really tight angles, and we even see some caps coming out of here, or very close at least. And I mean, Globochem is such an aggressive squad that they're not afraid to get up there and try and get a 2-0 lead early, and it would have totally changed the pace of this round. We might not have seen this close 3-3 that we have, and more trades like this. Nolamite, Toast. I think Toast today, one of the standout players for sure. Along
I
with
agree with you, Nightfire. I think so as well. We expected things from Nolamite too. We know he went onto that stage ready to get a map back for his team. He held his own.
Yeah.
Mob Squad held their own.
Yeah, they really did. It wasn't
far off a third map.
No.
It wasn't far off going all the way this tournament.
They didn't roll over at all.
No, but we knew Globochem was strong coming here, and it's fascinating to hear them say that after the first map, you was pointing out, Alpha, we'd seen some stuff there that Globochem aren't known for, some strats you hadn't really seen before. Turns out they were all created on the fly by Pants.
Yeah, that's how you create strategies that nobody knows about. You create them on the fly, so they're 100% unique, and that's really interesting to hear. I would love to see what he can come up with a little more time leading up into this next season.
And we've seen some ingenuity throughout this weekend. We've seen fun things like pulling a pin on a nade and then putting it back on yourself and rushing up the stairs, knowing they'll probably kill you and they won't realize that the nade falls down as they do so. So you get that was an interesting trade. That's I think the tactic I'm taking away from this weekend. I've not come across that before.
Yeah, if you were watching today, you could have taken a lot of different... You learn all sorts of new positions. You learn about different tactics, how to throw nades where, and you also, if you're going to play against these guys, maybe you've learned a few things about where they like to be. So you can come up against them in pubs. You have a chance of putting up a good show. But yeah, I can't believe we got 3-3. It was so close. A lot of Marsoc victories too, which is not what I was expecting. I was expecting a lot more Volk wins, that Volk advantage we've been talking about all day. It almost didn't even play a factor. I think we had more Marsoc victories than Volk victories in this final map. And that's, I don't know, maybe that's indicative of really skilled play. It's easier to win on Marsoc when you're attacking. I can't quite figure it out there, but really nice plays overall from everyone involved.
Surprising amount of caps on this last day as well. Quite a few throughout all the maps we've seen today. Globochem, though, are the champions of the Onward Invitational. Congratulations to them. Great performances from all the teams as well, not just Mob Squad coming second. SMC Tactical possibly going to be a little bit disappointed coming out of this thing. I mean, everybody came here wanting to be the winners of it, but I think SMC Tactical showed us some good stuff. And beginners, they may be a little bit disappointed. But when you see the players here, Chris, they've all been in pretty good spirits the whole thing. Nobody's, head in hand suffering here.
Yeah, great. No, I mean, this has been an incredible event, not only for Oculus, but, we got to thank everyone who came out. Thanks to Stack Up for being here. What an incredible group, incredible cause. All the teams who traveled, a lot of them traveled really far. I also want to give a shout out to Intel and ESL for putting this all on. It's been a really awesome event and a huge win for everybody, I think.
From your side, from Oculus, and for people who don't know and aren't so familiar with the VR League, how did we get to this point?
Yep. I mean, for starters, at Oculus, we believe that VR is going to fundamentally change esports in gameplay, in competition, in spectatorship. And I think this event, more than ever, has really articulated and showed that to the people that was watching. So, last year we started with the first season of VR League. This is season 2. There's new games, there's new tournaments, there's new events, bigger cash prize pools. So we've come a long way already, but I think the future is bright for VR esports.
Yeah. You can find out more about the future of VR esports by going to vr.eslgaming.com or listen, because we'll tell you some right now. Because what is coming up?
Oculus Connect will be coming up soon in September. You know, we also have an Echo Arena competition happening again in this studio in July. So, you know, if you're thinking about getting involved in VR esports, that is the moment. Echo Arena, and then of course, you know, Oculus Connect will be our grand finals. The Onward teams will be there. The Echo Arena teams will be there. Maybe a few other games. So, still a lot of exciting moments left for VR esports in the VR League.
Today, as you can see, join us on the 18th of August for Echo Arena. More titles to be announced in due course as well. And Oculus Connect dates for that aren't quite out yet, but stay tuned and you'll find out more. You can find out at vr.eslgaming.com. We're giving away Oculus Rifts. You've seen them in action this weekend. You've seen the amazing work that you can get out of Onward by playing on them. ESL.gg/VRL giveaway is where you can now go to continue trying to win one. We thank you for your donations that you've been giving us over this weekend for Stack Up. ESL.gg/VRL giveaway. Another chance to win an Oculus Rift will be coming up in the near future there. So make sure you go and check that out and enter online to have a chance of winning one. They're absolutely fantastic packages.
Absolutely.
And to play a game like Onward on an Oculus is such an amazing experience.
Yeah, to kind of also to note here, Onward is still free on the Oculus Rift. I think for
it's
short time longer,
a few more hours.
So get some time in. It's also on sale too, so go out there and pick that up. And we want more players. Get into the league and play.
Yeah. You need to get on board. There's so much of this coming in the future as well. So much potential for VR esports. You should definitely get involved and win an Oculus Rift in order to do so. Would not be a bad way of going about that. Final standings though, Globochem are the champions here of the Onward Invitational. Mob Squad will take second, SMC Tactical third, and Beginners are fourth. It's been so much fun. There's still a lot of fun going on here in the studio, as you may well be able to hear in the background. Great spirits from all of the teams. Nobody's looking unhappy. Nobody's looking happier than Globochem, of course. Champions here. Chris, thank you for joining us here. I want to thank also my guys, Pansy and Nightfire, yourself, and Radar and Bowie for taking us through the final. The teams have been absolutely fantastic. Production team, thank you to those guys. There's been a few issues along the way. You've seen it through this weekend. No hiding that, but well done to everybody who's managed to get this show together and make it happen. It's been really pioneering. It's been a real challenge for VR esports. Yeah, a world first. Onward Invitational here, being on a LAN. It's been an absolute pleasure bringing this game to you. Thank you for watching and for everything you've done as well for Stack Up, the amazing charity that we've been supporting this weekend. Do carry on with your donations, whether it be money or time or whatever else you can do. Find out more with them at stackup.org and enter to win another Oculus Rift. Still chance to win that. That's at esl.im/donate. I've been Matt Andrews. Thanks ever so much for joining us over this weekend. Congratulations again to the winners of the VR League Onward Invitational, brought to you by Intel. Congratulations to Globochem.
When you commit to a path, I guess you were on your own. Follow your dreams to a place, a space, the grace that takes you home. But let me tell you,
Stack Up is a non-profit that focuses on using video games to help veterans either prevent PTSD, cope with PTSD, or just have an outreach to where they can meet fellow veterans that want support as well.
We support veterans with video gaming through our three main programs. Our supply crates, which are giant boxes full of everything a unit deployed downrange needs to get video gaming. If you need that level of distraction and entertainment and camaraderie within a unit, and gaming provides all of that. We also have our aerosol programs, which is us sending disabled or deserving veterans to various geek culture events such as PAX, E3, Comic-Con, as a way of showing veterans back home that there's an entire community of people out there that speak their language through gaming. And then we have our Stacks program, which are groups of local volunteers that get out in the community and help serve military units locally, not just overseas, but also here in the States as well.
Stack Up exists because we felt that there was a need for a charity that not only wanted to help veterans, but wanted to focus on the gaming approach. We're all gamers. We know that gaming is a relaxing thing, and it helps us to unwind.
For more information about Stack Up, head over to stack-up.org. We are Stack Up. Will you join us?